What are you eating? We're supposed to be working, Christian.
Happy
Like, this is
situation.
not professional.
Oh, you want to talk professional?
You want to talk about
Oh, you want to
professionalism?
talk professional? You want to talk confessional?
Okay, okay, Miss Mia Star. I mean, Kenya with your ponytail. You know how the girls like pull it up and then they like,
Yeah, to show that they got bundles.
yeah. Oh, bundles, baby, bundles.
Girl, this 100% Puerto Rican. Okay,
Puerto Rican.
this
Oh, she been Puerto Rican.
okay. I feel like a Spanish. I feel like a Puerto Rican in this hair. Okay, beady 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 bum bum. Beady beady bum
Selena wasn't
bum.
Puerto Rican.
Selena wasn't Puerto Rican. She was Mexican.
Selena was not Puerto Rican. She's Mexican.
Okay. This is for you, TS. This is for you. All this is for you.
Oh my God. You ever wonder what does T.S. Madison stands for?
Transsexual Madison. Yeah.
Just
Yeah. Yeah.
her name is transsexual Madison.
Just in case you were wondering.
Just in case you were wondering, what is T.S. Madison's name? Transsexual Madison, baby girl.
Don't get
Oh my God. I
confused.
wonder
She
if it was
said,
like
don't
a.
confuse me.
I wo- I wonder if it was like a spin on like Ashley Madison. Can you remember that website? Have you ever
Hmm.
heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
maybe
don't
it
know. It
is.
could have been. It could have been. But
Mm,
you know how the girls, the doll used to do the adult entertainment before becoming like a
oh,
television, radio
personal.
personality. Yeah.
And I've seen the videos.
Girl, you better get your coin.
All I'm gonna say is,
Right. She says it too. She says it on her podcast.
mm-hmm. But anyways, we're not here to talk about or review Ms. Transsexual Madison's podcast. We are here to review RuPaul's Drag Race, season 18, episode 15.
Right.
Yeah, episode 15. Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Boudoir Banter. I am Detoxx Busti-AE out of drag, and I'm bringing you to the boudoir. And it's
And
my
my
special
name.
puppy.
And my name is Christian Rez, and I'm bringing you the banter.
Word, go wow.
Right.
So, oh my God, Christian, it's been
Hi.
forever. It's
Oh
been
my God, I
forever. I feel like
know, right?
we haven't seen each other for like the last two episodes because I was on my much needed PTO, and the week before,
That's
you
right.
were on an exclusive movie, TV, film project, which you're not going to talk about now.
I'm not at liberty to speak about it, but what I will say is that it was an adventure.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into RuPaul's Drag Race. Oh my God, Christian, I can't believe we are on like one of the semi-final episode of RuPaul's Drag Race.
We are
Like the
here.
entire
We are around.
season.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And last week I watched your video with Justin, which I must say, every time Justin comes on, his laugh, it always kills me. He's like,
It's a family staple at this point, like it is a cornerstone of the family. We love Justin, we love his laugh, we love his humor.
mm,
And Justin has always been a ray of sunshine and a very, very funny person in the family. So big shout
yeah,
out to Justin. We love you and thank you for always being down to come onto the podcast. We love you.
yeah. And I know you have another cousin, Chris, who is his
Yes. His brother.
other,
Yeah.
exactly, who's also homosexual. I'm just kidding. I don't know
A
if he
what?
is. Oh.
A what?
But we definitely we definitely have to get Chris on the podcast soon, maybe for next season. You never know. Or future
Hmm.
seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race, since RuPaul has a
Right, or a
season coming out
future,
every other month.
right, or maybe another franchise. I know that, Mother Detox has been, contemplating covering other franchises. So,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. See about that.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so let's get into this episode of RuPaul's Drag Race season 18, episode
I'm
15.
ready. I'm ready.
And yes, and this is the RuPaul-A-Paruza La Pizza Lip Sync Smackdown. Even
The
RuPaul couldn't get
what?
the name in the end. I was like, go
Say
off,
that one more
mother.
time.
She was the RuPaul-Paruza Shaquiza Lip Sync Smackdown.
Okay, right, right, right.
So last week, before we jump into this week's episode, we see last week, Juicy did not make the final three. She went to the top four, which that was something that you did say. However, she did not make it to the final three, and I knew that she wasn't going to make it to the final three because
I did too.
this was the episode they wanted her to like slay in,
Hmm. It was
right?
really predictable there was a certain point in the season where that track that they had for Juicy started to become predictable. It was easy to clock
Hmm.
that. Still
Yeah,
entertaining,
absolutely.
I would say, but
Hmm.
yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. So, you know, as this week goes on, we see it all the girls come back, all 14 girls are back in the workroom. And,
Hmm.
as they're like all kikiing, I'm like, low key, I kind of miss Didi Fuego. I wish that we got to see a lot more of her because I've been following the social media and I've been enjoying what she's been producing
Yeah.
outside in the world. But I was like, I kind of missed her on the screen.
Oh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I
Didi
agree. I
Fuego.
think we didn't get to see enough of Didi Fuego this season, and as we
Mm-hmm.
saw on this episode, I think she had a lot of personality to offer that unfortunately we didn't get to see because she went home so soon. But it was nice to see her back in the workroom again and like kikiing and laughing with the girls.
Yeah. Um, and I was like, I did miss her a little bit as well. I also, pointed out like I also miss Juicy and Kenya because like when they were back in the room, they brought back so much personality, and I was just like, yes, girls, you guys were this season.
Yeah. Juicy and Kenya?
Hmm.
You
I
said
mean, Mia
Juicy
and
and
Kenya.
Kenya? Okay, I
Oh,
was about to say.
mhm.
I was like, juicy personality. What?
Juicy and
Um,
Mia, they're both from Florida, so they same people.
right, right. But I agree. Mia and Kenya were definitely the TV personalities of the season. Yeah,
Hmm.
they brought it.
Yeah. So So we see the girls, they're going down memory lane, and out of a bloom, we pan over to Jane, and not I think it was Mikey or Jane that called out Ciara for coming back to the workroom in that little like Carrie inspired bloody
Yes.
look. And I was like, Ciara, you better milk your situation. Because Ciara was like, girl, I got sent home. Let me come back and I'm going to milk this for screen time.
Yeah.
And I was like, go
Why
off.
not? Like, I think Sierra really understands the assignment. Like, I think she came to this season like knowing what her job was. I think she knew that
Yeah.
she was on television and she was here to produce her own drag, yes, and she did that regardless of how long she stayed. But she also understood, she's one of the few queens that really, really understood what they were doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, anyways, we see the girls Kiki talk, and they're like, okay, let's start getting ready in makeup.
Mhm.
And, we're going to jump right into the performances because we had a lot of girls. But the one thing I want to call out was I'm not a fan of Jane because Jane took it upon herself to try to call out Sierra for the suitcase of fabric, trying to say how Sierra didn't, like, was trying to sabotage. And
Mhm.
low key, like I didn't think Ciara was trying to sabotage nobody because as a designer
No.
myself and a person who sews, I often have a lot of fabric where I'm like, this may not all be one complete look, but I know how to like cut it up and make a look.
Yeah.
And like, I would have done the same.
Yeah. It was strategy, honestly. Like, she can't come over here and be mad about that. Sierra said that she made sure that she covered all her bases. She made sure that if the suitcase was indeed for her, that she knew what to do with her fabrics. And then if it wasn't, if it was a switch up, you know, good luck. Like figure it out. Like she knew that she could do what she needed with the fabrics. And then she pointed out, like,
Hmm.
but did you not pick it yourself? But did you not win the challenge? Okay, so what are you mad at, girl?
Clock it. Clock
You
motherfucking
know, and I
it.
was like, go off, Sierra. Like, she strikes me as a girl that like you can't tell her, like, you can't try to gaslight her. Like, you can't try to tell her something and that's
Mm-mm.
not true, you know? And Jane strikes me as the girl that will try
Gaslight
it
you.
with you. She will try it with you. Yeah.
Hmm. And like you said, like I love that Sierra was fighting back, and Sierra was like, "Oh, you want to bring it up to center yourself in the conversation again? Because why are you
Dag.
mad? Like you won, you picked it,
Why are
you
you mad,
won the
sis? You won that
challenge,
challenge.
right?
Sister,
Like,
it's giving unappreciative.
yeah, like I would have understood if Jane picked it, lost the challenge, and got sent home. But like, I'm like,
Hmm.
girl, you won. Yeah,
So, like, why are you mad?
like why are you mad?
Get over
Yeah,
yourself, girl.
right? So, anyways, let's jump right on over to the main stage. And we see RuPaul walking down looking glamorous. And, you know, I love this look, RuPaul. The one
Hmm.
minor detail I don't like is that belt around her waist. Like, I was like, oh, you could have done without it. But I wish there was like a little bit of a cutout.
Yeah.
But other than that, I loved it. I also love the white hair because I feel like last week
Yeah.
you and Justin was like, "Oh, yeah, I don't like seeing RuPaul in white hair."
We switch it up all the time. But I think the color combo is nice though, like with this blue. Like
Mm-hmm.
I love the baby blues. So the baby blue was looking cute. And the makeup was complimentary. So I don't know, it was looking good. Because there were some days where the RuPaul wigs were not looking that hot, you know? And then it was like, oh, whatever was on her body was
Mm-hmm.
off-putting because the wig was off-putting. But you know, they got it together for the big episode for the Lalaparuza.
Yeah, the RuPaul-A-Paruza Palooza Shaluza.
Shaluza,
Um.
Sharonda, Shakita, Shaquita Banana.
So, next up, what do you think of Michelle's look?
Michelle's a cutie, like always. You know,
Yeah.
well, maybe not always. There's some times where I'm like, you're not, no. But I do like this look. I like the like ruffles on the
Mm-hmm.
top, you know, it's alluding to the 80s again, and I like her hair, like, you know, I like the slick up, you know, so it's cute. I think
You know.
Michelle's looks have really been on it this season.
Mm-hmm. I kind of. I wanted to like it, but it was just like, oh, here we go, another '80s look, and we know Michelle loves the '80s because I feel like if you
She
look at her
loves it.
wardrobe this entire season, it was like inspired by the '80s. And then for
Yeah.
me, I kind of didn't like her. I like the concept of her hair being pulled back, but because the silver was laying right there in the front, it looks like she was bald,
Oh, I
right?
see what you mean. Okay.
Um,
All right.
yeah.
I see your
So I
point.
was like, okay, it was like a for me. So let's move it on to Jamal. He was looking very sexy with the chest out. And I was like, I feel like there was one episode where I was like, oh, his outfit wasn't given. But this one, it was really nicely tailored. And I was like, okay, sexy man.
Yes, I agree. He's looking like $1 million, as always. Jamal always looks very handsome.
Mm-hmm. Since he's one of the producers of the Drag Race live show in Vegas, I bet you he was there scouting the girls and be like, oh, let me see which one of y'all are going to be the next cast member for the Drag Race live show. And we all know who those ones are going to be. And we will talk
Yeah.
about that later. But we all know.
Yeah, for sure. It's only, you know, it's in his best professional interest to be thinking about those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as we see, the girls are going to be doing the RuPaul-Paruza.
Hmm. Yeah.
They're going to be
It's
doing a lip
whatever you
sync,
want it to be at this point. It's whatever you want it to be
right?
called.
Right. Um, and we see that this season, the girls are going to be doing all RuPaul songs. And I'm like,
Hmm.
and RuPaul called it out herself. RuPaul was like, baby girl, we didn't have to pay no major licensing rights because these are all my songs. And she was
Right.
like, we gonna do all my songs, baby girl. How do you feel about them doing all RuPaul songs?
Yes, and from a production standpoint, I feel like it's about budget. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they don't gotta pay nobody for no rights. They're already giving away a lot
Mm-hmm.
of money. They're paying the girls a lot of money. So yeah, where do you save money? The songs. And that maybe that also answers my question from weeks ago about why the song choices have been so crappy. That maybe it's a budget thing. Maybe they're
Mm-hmm.
just getting the songs that they can get, and that's it.
Yeah. And a side note, I feel like Drag Race doesn't have any major sponsors this year because and hear me out why I say that is because the person who's sponsoring the cash prize, it's the RuPaul app that's sponsoring the cash prize. In the past, it's been like Cash App, it's been like
Right. Some sort of
Anastasia
sponsor.
Beverly Hills. Yeah. And this year it's like it seems like it's all like self-funded within that World of Wonder RuPaul brand. So I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving right along, so we see that the girls are split up into like three different rounds, right? So the first round is the girls that went home first. The second round is the rounds that they go against the girls that went home towards the mid. And then towards the end, we ultimately get to the final boss, which is Juicy.
Mhm.
And Juicy gets saved for the last round. And this goes back to what you were saying. This feels very produced, right? Like, why are you
Yeah.
leaving Juicy until the last round? Because you know that chances are somebody else could take her out in the beginning because of a song choice or something. So you want to ensure that she's in the final round to like shake the girls up.
Yeah. Because it's all about
Spooky.
they've created this storyline that like nobody wants to go against Juicy. Like the whole season it's been like, don't get in the bottom. You might like if Juicy did bad this week, you don't want to do bad either. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they had to keep up that story and like yeah, make Juicy like that final boss. And I always knew this was gonna happen. I knew that this is where it was going. I was like, they're gonna save her for the end. They're gonna reserve a spot for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, the first people to perform and the first ball that gets chosen is Sierra Miss, and Sierra Miss picks Athena.
Hmm.
Now, was that strategy?
Yes. Sierra did say that it was strategy. She thought she was wondering who's the girl that was gonna pick a song that I would like, and that's why she picked Athena.
And I would have picked Athena too because I'm like, girl, she's gonna give you. I know she wasn't going to do no tricks, and she was gonna
Right.
stand there. But with that being said, they Athena chose "Born Naked," and right off the back, I was like, Athena, why you did your reveal and open your thing already, like in the beginning of the song?
Yeah, it was
And I
too
was
early.
like, oh, yeah. But as they went on, I was like, low key, I was kind of enjoying Athena a little bit more though than Ciara.
Totally. I think Athena took up more space and she just embodied the lip sync from the beginning. From the beginning, I think just didn't drop the ball on the lip sync. Whereas like Ciara was like caught up in like building some type of momentum for the reveal. So it felt like the
Which she
beginning
got
half,
stuck in.
which she got stuck in. Athena won it for me because she was present from beginning to end. And then Sierra felt overproduced, and then it didn't wind up being polished, but she still won, so whatever.
And obviously, we already know both of us, we do not agree.
I love
Yeah.
Sierra. I think she's smart, and I think she is a great drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
She just didn't win that for me.
Yeah. Neither may. All right. So next up, we saw that the ball picked Mia, and Miss Mia picked Mandy
Mandy
Mango.
Mango, which I was excited for. I was like, yes, give Mandy her fucking flower. I was so excited to see Mandy again.
Right? And mind you, Mia's a big fan of Mandy because she's been defending Mandy all this time, saying how much Mandy won that lip sync.
She has been defending Mandy's name, girl. So I thought it was
Mm-hmm.
great that she picked her.
Right? And then what was the song that Mandy picked was
They did you want to see you let it out. You want to see you go
yeah,
off. Business.
which they were like that was a very worthy song, and Mandy was
Hmm.
very bold for picking that song.
And she knew those
But
fucking
I'm not gonna
lyrics.
lie, she ate it up though. Like she knew the words.
She really ate it up.
Yeah,
She really
and
did.
yeah, and Mia's look I was not living for. Like she looked like the fucking Cookie Monster, and and I was like, Mandy is eating Mia up. I wasn't gonna lie.
Right. And if it happened that Mandy beat Mia out, I would have been okay with that, you know? Like, I would have been like, yes, work. But that's not the
Hmm.
story that the producers wrote in the script before the girls got there. So,
Yeah, and you know where I feel like Mandy really lost it was when she tried to start Nogan,
oh,
and she like it. The energy was there, but the right moves weren't because I feel like she was just
mhm.
missing a little bit of seasoning. And I
Yeah.
saw a post earlier that Aja wrote. Aja was like, "Hey, Mandy Mango, let me get you in the studio," and she
Let me
wasn't
get you
cunty about it.
ready.
She was like, "Let me get you in the studio," because
Uh-huh.
Mandy has the potential to vogue. She just
Yeah.
needs some catering.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Um,
just a little bit of polish.
and you know why Mia won this for me? She didn't outperform Mandy. It was Mia's gag when she threw out. She made it rain on Mandy with that money.
That was gaggy.
Like
That was
that.
gaggy.
I was like,
Anywhere else, like, yeah, yeah. If you saw that at $3 bill, if you saw that in the club, like, you would be screaming.
yeah. And the thing was, they said it was real money,
Yeah, Mandy was like, yeah, she had $100 in singles.
right? Yo, if
I
I feel
hope
like
they
if I
picked it
was
up.
there, yeah, I feel like if I was there and she did that, I would have been like, and still lip sync, but I would have picked up all of that because I was like, girl, I'm
I
getting a
know,
tip out of
right?
here,
That would have been funny if Mandy started picking the money up and doing,
right?
like using it like she was in a lip sync at a bar. Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, and be like, boom. But anyways, we saw that Mia is the winner of the challenge, and I'm like, Mandy did eat you up, girl. Mandy won that lip sync, but you
She sure
gave the
did.
gag of the century. You gave the gag of the century. All right. So let's move on to the next lip sync, which we saw. It was Didi Fuego,
Mm-hmm.
and she picked Vida, 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 Vida.
Bida, bida.
I know you want to eat her. What did you think of this lip sync?
I found it to be entertaining. Vita said that her strategy was going to be to really emote through the song. She was like, I know what I do
Mhm.
best. I know I can sit there and I can look you in the eye and I could give you that damn performance and I can emote and I can put all my experience and she knows what she can do. And she wasn't
Yeah,
checking for Miss Didi. She didn't even know Didi was there. as far
yeah,
as Miss Thing goes, she was there by herself.
yeah. And I think that's why I really enjoyed Vida because she looked amazing and she was emoting those emotion and like giving you that grand dame diva.
Yes.
Yeah, and Didi was just like twirling around and twirling around. I
Yeah.
was like,
Well,
girl, stop it.
I felt like Dee Dee felt that she has something to prove. She was like,
Hmm.
I'm the pork chop of the season. Like, I need to show these girls why I got picked for the show.
Hmm.
And
But
and it was okay. I still love Dee Dee, and I still think that she's like good TV,
same.
she's entertaining, and I did want to see more of Dee Dee because I like her personality. But
Yeah, me too.
she didn't eat it up.
And you know what's crazy? I have photos of Didi from way back in the day. I think when
I
she
need to
first
see
came to
them.
New York City, and I should post them in here. And I'm like, oh, girl, tragic. But she's grown a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Back
but
when she
anyways,
was
we
just
saw that.
Dee Dee Little Fuego. Dee Dee
Yes.
Fueguita.
And fuego means fire, right?
Yes, it does. Good job, puppy.
Dig,
Yeah.
dig, 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 dig.
Ding ding ding.
Hashtag, well, not hashtag, but by the way, check out our videos of me learning Spanish with my puppy. It's
That's
available
right.
on Christian's YouTube. I think I have one episode of Christian learning Jamaican on my
That's
channel spaces,
right. That's
but make
right.
sure you check out all of them.
Yeah, because they're entertaining.
Right. All right. So we saw that Vita stayed, and
Rightfully so.
Mandy. I mean, Dee went home. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, she didn't go home, but she went backstage. So I think this is like the new round now, where we
Yeah,
have Vita, and like I'm like, girl, you just went, and the ball
I
land
know.
on
They
Vita
make
to
her go
go
again.
again, which she was like, ugh, girl, I'm tired. And she ends up picking Mia Star. And I'm like, girl, really?
It's
What
produced.
is,
I don't think these are the
yeah.
girls' real choices. I think, they're
But,
cutting and they're getting the ball, and then they're like, okay, Vita, you're going to pick Mia now. That's what I think.
I don't feel like this was produced because, after the show, we saw that Mia and Vita went on a tour together, right? And I feel
Yeah.
like, and this was before this come out, so we wouldn't have known that they did this together. But, like, I feel like Vita picking Mia was one of those things was like, hey sister, let's just do a quick thing, like it's not
Yeah.
about winning, it's about you're my sister and I want to have fun with you and
Hmm.
experience this moment with you. And I think that's what Vita was doing in that moment.
Okay. I hear
Yeah.
you.
Um, but if I was Vita though, I would have picked Discord, no shade. Because at that point I was like, Discord is right here. But she didn't.
Right. And we know Discord is a wild card. So I'm surprised all these
Hmm.
girls are like, Discord. Meh." Meanwhile, I would have been like, Discord lasted all this time. Like she might eat you up. Like this is the moment to like chop her,
Right?
Because she's a sneaky one.
Um, yeah. But anyways, we see that the girls pick Call Me Mother. Well, Mia picked Call Me Mother. And right away, Mia was like, baby girl, I've choreographed to this. I know this routine. And that's the song that most drag queens always learn and they know. So I was
Hmm.
like, oh, damn, Vita. Like, just go. And what I'm going to say
Just
is,
go.
yeah, this performance for me was meh. And I say this because I think for TV, it wasn't good for me. But if I was watching this in the club, I would be fully entertained
Yeah.
with the two of them.
Yeah, for sure.
And I wanted to them. Yeah. What do you think?
The same. Yeah. In the club, this would have read really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
TV, it wasn't quite big enough, like Mia used her big gag on Mandy.
Yeah.
So now it was just, whatever she choreographed in her
Mm-hmm.
room or whatever.
Yeah. All right. So we see that Mia stayed, which I'm not surprised. And next we have Kenya. And Kenya was like, I'm not playing no games. I'm gonna pick Ciara. Ciara's the weakest link. Like
Right. And she
she
wanted her
was like,
revenge.
exactly. Because she put her in the bottom for the Raider Queen thing. I
Yeah,
think she
and
did.
the
Was it her she put it?
actually I don't remember if she placed Ciara in the bottom, but they were in that challenge together where they had to mix the fabrics. And they liked the way
Mm-hmm.
Ciara did it, but they didn't like the way Kenya did it.
Yes.
And if you go back in
Yes,
our
that was it.
episodes, I say that I thought Kenya did
Kenya
not
did it better.
deserve to be in the bottom for that because she still
Mm-hmm.
gave the challenge. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's what she wanted her revenge for. That being in the bottom
Mm-hmm.
for that.
Yeah. So we saw that they did Pretty Gang, and all I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna do spend too much on this. Kenya ate her up from head to toe. She did not leave any crumbs. She
Nope.
destroyed her. Kenya, chef's kiss.
Yeah. Yeah. Kenya's just a really amazing performer.
Yeah, and I forgot that Ciara was there. Like she was trying her best, but like at this
She
point,
was.
Kenya was like really taking up the whole space.
And that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
You know? because
Mm-hmm.
Sierra is also a queen that will take up space, and she knows how to like do the reveal, and she knows how to capture attention. So you have to be smart.
Yeah. So anyways, we see that Kenya stayed because Kenya slayed.
Mhm.
And I was really entertained with Kenya. Like, low key, like if I had like the ability to, I would book Kenya for shows.
Yes,
Um,
100%.
so next up, we had Discord and Jane because they were the two last people.
Hmm.
And Jane was the one that got to pick the song.
Right.
Now, this was one of the shadiest, most fun, most entertaining moments in Drag Race history when Jane was like, we know that Discord has a legendary walk. So the song I'm going to pick is Sissy That Walk. And
Yeah,
I was dying.
that was very funny. I will say that was funny.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to give it to you, Jane. That was funny to do that. However, during this lip sync, I felt Discord really did her big one, and she was the star of
Yeah.
this lip sync.
And
Like a thousand
Discord
percent.
looked the best. Like she was one of the best looking girls on the stage, honestly. That outfit was fierce.
Even she looked even better than RuPaul.
No, it was
I'm
fierce. That
saying
was a
it.
fierce
Discord looked
outfit.
better than RuPaul for this episode.
Mhm.
Discord was the best dressed, best look person in this entire episode, including RuPaul and the judges.
Okay,
Yeah.
girl. Yes, I
I
agree.
said
I
it. I
agree.
said it. Um, but I felt like she really did. And even when she was doing her walk, like the thing I also really loved about Discord, like she wasn't trying to put on a character. She was being authentically herself, and we saw that. And what Jane was doing, she was trying to mock Discord. And I was like, that was really funny to me. Like you were trying to
Yeah,
do it, but I'm like, girl, this ain't original.
exactly. Like the same way you say, like we get bored with Juicy's lip sync because it's like she got the same four tricks that she just pulls out for every
Mm-hmm.
lip sync. That's kind of how I felt about Jane's performance in this. I was like, okay, girl, how many times you gonna make fun of the girls while they're lip syncing? Like that's so like we've seen that. When the girls don't have anything to bring to the lip sync, that's what they default to is making fun of the other girl. That
Yeah.
doesn't
And
tell me
I'm
you
so
have the chops to win the lip sync.
period. And I'm surprised RuPaul chose Jen to win because it seemed like RuPaul was really entertained by Discord and the walk. So I was
Yeah,
like, RuPaul, that didn't make no sense. But
because it
again,
wasn't in the
that wasn't the
script.
storyline for the producers.
Right.
Yeah, like you said. All right. So we now see that this is the this is like the semi-final to the Big Boss Girlies. And we have J Node, Juicy, Mia Star, and Kenya. And aside from Jane, I would love to see Kenya, Mia, and Juicy battle it down.
A three-way battle, that would have been so cute.
Right? Um,
Juicy would go home.
and right. All right,
Okay.
so let's get back into this. We
Right.
are
So where
now
did we
in
leave
the
off?
like, yeah, so well, remember we didn't leave off. We didn't leave off technically.
Hmm.
So let's jump back in because we didn't leave off. We were recording this entire time.
Right.
We didn't take a break.
We're not jumping back in. We're not jumping back in. Remember,
Yeah,
we
we
didn't
were
jump
doing this
back
whole
in.
time, right?
Hmm.
So we see that there is the final four, which is Jane Doe, Juicy, Mia, and Kenya. And we see that the ball lands, and Jane is the one that is up for the next lip sync, and she has to pick the girl. So
Right.
her option is Kenya, Mia, and Juicy.
Honestly,
Now, which one of them would you have picked?
which one have would I have picked? I might have picked Juicy or Mia because I don't want to go up against Kenya. Like I don't think I could win against Kenya. But I do think that
Mm-hmm.
maybe I could provide some sort. I don't know. I probably would have picked Juicy too
Mm-hmm.
because Mia has incredible stage presence, right? She attracts all the eyeballs, and so does Kenya. Like they, you can't steal spotlight from them. So
But then, Juicy's gonna outdance you. It's like it's almost saying like,
you
okay,
can't
I know
win.
that I'm going to I know that I'm in a sinking ship. Do I either want to sink in the back, the middle, or the front? It's all sinking,
That's it.
right? So we see that Jane picks Juicy, which I was like, okay. And what song did they pick? Cha Cha Bitch.
Cha cha bitch, yep.
So Jane said, I'm gonna pick the Latin girl, and the little Latin girl said, Mama, I'm gonna give you some cha cha, bitch.
Cha cha bitch. Yes.
And when this lip sync started, I was like, and Juicy did her reveal in her chest. I was like, Juicy
Right.
girl, like, why you do your reveal so early? Like, pace it, mama, pace it. And did she listen? She did.
Mm-hmm. Cause
She
she did her
mother
little
freaking
she did her little back bend, and we all know that
yes.
reveal where it fell off.
Yeah, like when I saw Juicy doing that, backflip into a handstand, into the dress falling off, into a boom flick,
Girl.
I was like, take the money, take the money. I feel like I have not been gagged in so long from a lip sync that I was like, she gagged us.
Right. She definitely, and good for her. Like she definitely practiced that one. Like good for her. That was great. It was a great,
Mm-hmm.
and then people on social media were saying like if that was the final lip sync, if that was the top three lip
For the
sync,
crown,
she would have taken the crown. Like that reveal
she would
right
have.
there would have, nobody can do that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I'd love to see Juicy go against Georges. But anyways, we're not talking about Georges.
Oh yes. Well, maybe on the
Mm-hmm.
the Vegas show, you know. Well, they
Yeah.
fit the same track, so probably not.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, so
Anyway.
as you're seeing the performance, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like Jane Doan for me is like going into the toilet in terms of like her attitude, like how she performs, because she was being annoying. Like I get like she couldn't out lip sing Juicy or out dance Juicy, so she said, I can't do it, but you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to be Ginger Minj. I'm gonna go over to her. I'm gonna mock her. I'm gonna be like,
Right.
look who, ooh, cuckoo, 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 look at me. And I was so annoyed by that. Like, I would not want to lip sync with Jane Dome because she gives me like, oh, if I feel like I'm losing, I'm just gonna act a fool and get up in your face. Meanwhile, I'm trying to perform and entertain.
Yeah. And that's, to me, that's lazy. Sorry. Like,
Yeah,
you don't got nothing else in your bag of tricks. Like, girl, your job is to entertain. Like, this is your job as a drag queen. Like, you're
yeah,
an entertainer. And I mean, you're more than an entertainer, but you're an entertainer. And it feels
hmm
like a cheap shot. It feels like a cop out to me, just to make
yeah.
fun of a girl because
And
you
my,
can't.
mm-hmm. And my thing is like, if you knew you lost, then bitch just say tell RuPaul, RuPaul, I call it a day, and just go sit down and let Juicy just perform.
We've seen
Yeah.
girls give up in the middle of lip syncs before,
Mm-hmm.
where you could tell
So,
their spirit
anyways,
is. Yeah.
yeah. So, anyways, we see that Juicy stayed, duh, and we say bye bye to Jane, and then now for that next lip sync to the song "Peanut Butter" by two thick, plump queens, Miss Kenya and Mia. What did you think of this lip sync?
I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was very entertaining. I thought the girls really turned out on this one. I thought they were letting loose. I thought Kenya's presence was spectacular. I thought Mia's choreography was very crisp, clearly practiced. You know, she clearly had routines ready for these songs. And
Hmm
it was just a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and this is a lot of fun. And even though both of them were entertaining, I gravitated more towards Kenya
Hmm.
because Kenya's for me looked a little more clean than Mia. Because Mia was like, she was trying to give Janet, and I think Kenya was embodying the song. You know, like she was giving you the authentic, like I'm gonna call it blackness. And I don't know if Mia
She's
is,
giving
I
peanut
think Mia is
butter.
Latin or I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but Kenya was just like embodying the song, especially when it came to the Brick Freedom part. Like Kenya was, she was giving it.
Mm-hmm. She was.
Yeah. So like I personally I think that Kenya ate her up, but again for the storyline, we know that's not what producers wanted.
Right. They wanted a juicy Mia showdown. Part
Yeah,
two.
and with that being said, we saw that Kenya lost that lip sync, which I don't think she should have,
No.
but Miss Mia won, which means we're down to the final boss, Sis, Mia Star and Juicy Love Dion. You know, it's funny when they came to that point. Athena was in the confessional, was like, "Oh, girl, I got my sister and I got my daughter," and she was like, "Either one win, I'm getting some money."
Right.
Right? Um, so now they battled it out to CoverGirl, which is one of RuPaul's iconic songs. Everybody knows the song.
Right.
Now, what did you think of the lip sync?
Um, I thought it was part two of like what we saw already. Like I wasn't gagged, like I was more gagged and entertained by the lip sync that came directly before that.
Yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed watching Mia and Kenya as a final
And
two more than
mm-hmm.
watching Mia and Juicy as a final two lip sync.
Yep.
I felt like they should have reversed that order in the editing. But that's just me. They should have put that,
Mm-hmm.
they should have put that one before Juicy lost, and then the final was Mia and Kenya. That's how they should have edited it. But
Yep.
I'm not the editor. Um, yeah, that's how
Yeah.
I feel. It was like I saw this already.
And I honestly agree. I think it would have been, and again, I'm not their producers, but it would have been a better storyline of them giving us something not expected. Like, if I think Kenya should have won this in the final lip sync against Mia because we wouldn't have expected it. Like, everybody from the beginning was expecting either Mia and Juicy to be in the I mean, the final two lip sync and expecting Juicy to win. Like, we all
Hmm.
knew that,
Yeah,
right? And I feel like that was like one of those things where they were like, okay, well, this is the story, and we all know. But they should have just said, nope, let's switch it up on your hoes and give you Kenya as a winner. Because I think Kenya really
yeah,
did deliver in every single one of those lip syncs.
agreed. I
Yeah.
miss like Drag Race giving us a little gaggery like that. Like I felt like this season they didn't
Mhm.
really give us gags like that.
Well, I
Maybe
agree,
when
but I disagree.
Jane went home, that was a gag. I don't think people saw that coming. Um,
Mm, I
I mean,
did.
I saw it coming at some point. Like, I didn't think Jane was going all the way to the top, so it was gonna happen at some point. But I know the
Yeah.
girls were gagged over that.
Yeah,
You
and I
know,
agree with you because like this season it didn't give you much gaggy, but honestly, in the beginning I didn't really see the top three be in the top three. Like I didn't see Darlene there. I
no,
didn't really see Mikey there. And
not
I
in the
was like,
beginning.
Nene
No.
probably, but I wasn't seeing them there, right? And I think that was good to know because and you know what's crazy? Like everybody saw Athena in the final three as well. A lot
Mm-hmm.
like in the beginning, like when everything was announced, they were like, Athena's this grand down person, right? So like I think that was in a way where this season wasn't predictable until it got like midway and we were like, okay, now we see the story that you guys are trying to tell. Because in the
Yeah.
beginning, they were not giving Mikey, they was not giving Darlene
No.
all the screen time. They gave Nene Coco a little bit, but we didn't
Yeah.
see them as like winner energy,
They were giving
right?
Athena a lot of screen time. They were giving Vita a lot of screen time.
Mia,
Mia,
Kenya,
yeah. So they were getting a lot
yeah.
in the beginning, feeling.
But yeah, but anyways, you know, we saw this final lip sync. It was like, oh, okay. Either one of them could have gotten it for me. But we
Yeah.
saw that Juicy won. And I must say, I did love their little dance. And I think you brought it up when we are talking that Juicy and Mia, they know how to like talk to each other while they're dancing. Because remember when they got into like the Britney Spears thing, and Mia clocked it, and Mia was like, "Oh, we're doing this," and they were both able to do that. And you were like, "That's dancer talk."
Mm-hmm. All they were doing was looking
Yeah,
at each other, you know, like there was a part in their lip sync when they were both on the runway, and I saw that they both gave each other a look like, okay, we're both walking down the runway, the song is, you know, going a certain way, you go right, I go left, like I saw the whole
yeah,
conversation in their eyes, you know.
yeah,
I
and I
can't
enjoyed
blame
that
them for
because
that. I would do the same thing if I were them.
yeah, I agree, and I enjoyed that, and that's the difference between like if it was Jane don't there, Jane is not going to pick up on that. Jane's going to be like, "Oh, you want to walk that way? I'm going to walk in front of you and try to be all over you." So
Right.
I did enjoy that. But yeah, so anyways, congratulations to Juicy Love Dion. She won $50,000. Her mother won it the previous season. And you know, they were saying that it's everybody that has won the Lalaparuza has been from Florida. So
Mm-hmm.
does Florida have the lip sync assassins?
Florida might have the lip sync assassins. Yeah, that's true. The Florida girls know how to put on a show. The South Florida girls know how to put on a show.
Where's Orlando? Is Orlando South Florida?
Orlando is South Florida, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I will
Yeah, but
say,
go
you
off.
know, it's considered South Florida. It's like with the border, like
Yeah. So, anyways, now that we've gotten the RuPaul-A-Palooza, Shaluza, lip sing off, slay off, dance off, spectacular out of the
mhm.
way, now we are gearing up for the final episode of the season of RuPaul's Drag Race. And we see that the top three is Darlene Mitchell, Nene Coco, and Mikey Meeks. And Christian, this may be the last time that I'm asking this question for this season. Who is your winner of RuPaul's Drag Race season 18?
Hmm. That's a great question, mother. I would have to say Mikey Meeks.
Woo! And I would have to say my winner for RuPaul's Drag Race season 18 will be Crystal.
Crystal. Yeah, girl, because she really turned
Yeah,
that shit out.
right?
Crystal's a
But
real
anyways,
winner.
yes, I do. I do think that Mikey Meeks will win RuPaul's Drag Race season 18, and if she doesn't, then they'll be like they'll give us the gag. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, who do you think is gonna win Miss Congeniality?
I hope Kenya.
Mm,
I hope
I
Kenya.
feel like it might be. I feel like it might be Vita.
Oh, yeah, I could see that too. Because everyone kind of like, everyone was so sad when Vita left. Everybody was talking about like what wonderful energy Vita had. Vita's very like grounded.
Hmm.
So I could see that too. I hope it's one of them.
Yeah, but yeah, we will definitely see. And yes, and that has been our review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 15. And as
Right.
we bring it down to the end, it's pretty sad, but I'm pretty sure by the following week there will be a new season of one of the RuPaul's All Star
Right.
Canada versus the Universe versus Mars versus the Sun.
Exactly. And we will be there in our spacesuits reporting live.
Exactly. So, Christian, I want to say thank you again for joining me on another episode of Boudoir Banter,
Oh my God,
where
thank
I
you.
brought you the boudoir,
And I brought you the banter.
Banter. And Christian, can you tell us where can we find you?
Oh, of
And what are you
course.
working on?
You little girly pops can find me on Instagram and TikTok at the Christian Rez. You can also find me on YouTube at Christian Rez.
Yes. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys, and we will see you next time. Bye bye. Cut.
Bye.
Cut.